So we're going to continue the fun. We're going to get back into the swing of things, so to speak, because we're going to be talking about dancing with the experts. And there is such a cool article about dancing. It's not just fun, it is really beneficial to your health.
Yeah, it's so true. They're calling it something, I won't give it away yet, but joining us now we have Wayne and Marie Corso from Astaire Dance Studio. Great to have you guys back here again.
Yeah, thank you.
You made it like a smooth transition from the fun out there to the fun in the studio.
Exactly.
So this is the best way to start off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the kale of exercise.
So there's an article that was out, right?
Yeah, it was published in the New York Times about a month ago.
Yeah.
And it just caught our eye. Actually, one of our students sent us a copy of it before we even knew what it was about. And it was just such a great, a superfood of nutrition and a super activity for exercise. And it was a really good summary of the benefits of dancing, and just fabulous article.
Basically saying like this is the fountain of youth. This is the secret to, right? I mean, because this is the secret to so many people's longevity. There was like the 93-year-old man who was saying, I don't know where I would be without dancing. I don't know if I would even have survived this long. Another woman, I loved the article, by the way. So, and then another woman said this was the elixir. This is the reason that I'm so happy and I can get up and I can do things that most people can't do at my age. And it's fun at the same time.
It is.
Don't you love that?
And that's the thing about the article I liked about it. It was, you can always talk about how much fun something is or how good it is with anecdotes, but they've got scientific, evidence of studies that have been done, and it even says in the article how surprised they were at the results.
Well, it's one of the oldest forms of exercise. I mean, it's been around a long time if you think about it, probably longer than any other type. And so let's talk about some of those physical and cognitive benefits, because we're calling it the kale of exercise. Kale has its benefits, of course, that are well documented, but what are some that are with dancing?
Well, the normal one would be it's an aerobic activity, so it's going to be good for your heart for sure. But some of the things that they pointed out in the article are fabulous, especially we teach a lot of adults, and balance is huge. And it mentioned about how many people, have a heart. It's like one of the leading causes of what injury is falling. Falling.
Unfortunately, leads to death
Exactly.
for a lot of people.
And balance is huge, and linked with that is mobility. So the more you get up and move it, you're more limber and your balance improves, and then you apply that with the dancing in an activity that's really fun. So it's not like, oh my God, I have to go dance today.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You think that you're getting all these benefits.
Exactly.
Like you do when you're on a treadmill and you're pushing yourself and you're like, okay, I just got to get past like the 45-minute mark. But when Alex and I were dancing, you're not only thinking about, just having fun and moving and being physical, but you're remembering the steps. So that's kind of that mind-body connection, and that's what's, basically getting you firing on all cylinders.
Firing on all cylinders, and of course, you can start no matter what age you are, right? I mean, what would you tell our viewers who are sort of apprehensive about saying, well, I could never get up there and dance? They're wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter, because we've heard every excuse that you could ever imagine. And every time I'll get somebody that calls and tells me, I've never danced before, I'm really nervous, I have 2 left feet, and I'll just make them aware that I don't care how many left feet you have, I can teach you how to dance. I guarantee you that you can come into our studio and you will leave knowing how to dance.
Because that's kind of how it is in my family, at least with my husband. We tried it once and he's like, I physically don't want to hurt you, and I'm kind of like, well, you are. Like, well, I almost broke my leg 2 minutes ago, so that's what you're referring to. Yes, but anyway, seriously, it was bad. I'm like, we need to leave.
You doing break dancing?
Right, I know, it felt like it. But we just went someplace and we're dancing, at a bar or a club, and to be able to do it at your studio, it's a whole different situation because you ease people into it.
It's like the controlled environment you were just talking about, the difference between on-site and here. You're in a studio, and we're teaching you the proper way to hold your body so that you get to realize those benefits rather than just going out and moving around.
And there's no judgment. No one's sitting there judging how you're doing or how well or how bad you're doing. And the complexity can be adjusted depending on the level of the dance.
For sure.
Exactly.
And it's good for your relationship at the same time, right? I mean, you probably see relationships get better while they're taking lessons together.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, a lot to love about it. You know, the social aspect, we can't forget about that. You meet people you may never have met that share the same passion, and of course you guys are leading the charge there. So thanks so much for coming back here and telling us a little bit about this great study and the great benefits. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
If you could use some help on the dance floor as well, Fred Astaire Dance Studios is offering a complimentary 40-minute lesson for Morning Blend viewers right now. For more information, you can visit fredastaire.com/Tucson, or you can call them at 520-300-5490.
Well, there's a whole lot to love about traveling, from sightseeing to experiencing different cultures and, of course, all the Instagram posts. But arguably the best part is the food. Internationally renowned chef Fabio Trabocchi and Mitzi Gaskin's global brand leader of JW Marriott are here with details on an amazing culinary festival taking place in Venice. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Great to have you on. So first we should start by talking about something called food tourism. Mitzi, why is it that it's grown in popularity?
Well, I think the trend today is that people just really want highly experiential travel. They want to be enriched when they travel. They want to have fully immersed experiences, especially with the destination that they're in. And what better way to do that than through food? So JW is super excited to be able to offer the second annual culinary festival. It's called Gather by JW. It's going to be located at the JW Marriott Venice Resort and Spa. It's in partnership with Food and Wine Magazine, and it'll take place over September 26th to the 29th. And over those 3 days, you can have 30 different experiences led by beverage experts such as Ray Isle, or even many world-renowned chefs such as Fabio.
Wow, sounds like a dream come true for a lot of foodies, certainly. And so what makes the Venice location especially good for this type of event?
Well, I think Venice itself just has so much history, but this property is truly unique. It is on its own island. It's called Isla della Rosa. You arrive by boat. It's got beautiful gardens and grounds, amazing pools, incredible views with Venice in the backdrop. And quite honestly, there's a lot of hustle and bustle in Venice, and this is a way to get away and have a little bit more relaxing, really peaceful time, making sure that you're being, fully present, enjoying the people that you're with, and, being able to do that through these amazing culinary experiences that we're going to be offering over that weekend.
Excellent. So Chef Fabio, what is the impact of having a festival like this? And tell us a little bit about how you're going to be participating.
Well, we're going to have a glorious weekend, a gastronomic weekend in Venice. What a better, way to celebrate Italian food than to be in Venice with all its richness of history and culinary traditions. Along with me, there will be some of the finest chefs in the world, such as Giada De Laurentiis and Angela Ernett, as well as Jonathan Waxman. We're going to really embrace the local product as true Italian cooking should be. We're going to use the bounty of the seafood of the Adriatic Sea, the fine, pristine vegetables and fruits coming to the Rialto market in Venice, and at the GW Marriott in the private island, there is a private garden for chefs where we're going to be able to pick up our vegetables such as artichokes and tomatoes, as well as fresh herbs and fresh fruits. All of those ingredients are really the foundation of the beauty of Italian food, and when it comes to Venice, we're going to try to emulate as much as we can Venetian food and its history with a modern twist.
It's great that local produce is going to be highlighted so prominently, and so give us just a couple of the dishes you'll be making, a couple of the highlights that you want our viewers to know about.
We're going to have gastronomic dinners, but also we're going to have the opportunity to have private cooking lesson where we're going to teach all of our guests how to prepare Venetian food. So some of the tiny, smallest crab, some of the beautiful berries growing on the island, preparations of wonderful seafood dishes that are typical of Venice. Those are some of the highlights that really they're going to drive this fun weekend.
Really sounds like a blast. So Mitzi, if we want to get involved, if we want to learn more about it, where can we go get more resources?
Well, you can find out more information and purchase tickets to the event at gatherbyjw.com. And if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, you can use your points to bid on exclusive packages. So we'd love to have you.
Wonderful. What a great idea. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Of course. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.
unexpected items that can pop up at auctions can end up being some of the best deals that you have ever gotten. And apparently there is something called auction in a box.
Auction in a box.
We're going to talk about that in just a second.
Definitely, and that's only half the fun. With everything from great cars to computer equipment, they're up for grabs at amazing prices at Ciera Auction. And the Vice President and General Manager, Michael Cleveland, is here to tell us how you can take advantage of it. You're no stranger to the show. Welcome back.
Well, thanks for having me back. I know it's not ice cream and water slides and bike rides, but I'm just here to tell you a little bit more about Ciera Auction.
But it's an auction, so how much more exciting than that could it get? I imagine it's infectious, the energy out there.
It really is, and you guys got to get out there to see it. You know, it's one thing to say I watched it on TV, but to be there in the midst of the competitive bidding and the hand raising and the yelping, it's a pretty awesome experience. And I encourage anyone who's looking for that experience this weekend. We've got a sale. You know, we'll open up at 7 a.m. and we'll last till 1 or 2 Saturday afternoon. We got a lot of great items this weekend as well.
And you just never know. That's what
just
I like.
Never
That's
know.
part of the excitement. So anybody can come to the auction then?
It's open to anybody. It's a public auction. We do ask that if you decide to buy something that you have to put down a $500 deposit, and that can be applied towards your purchase. If you don't buy anything, we refund it back to you. So that really is the only cost. And a lot of our clients who've come as return clients, they also take advantage of the online portal that we have through Proxy Bid. And so you don't even have to come to experience the excitement.
Make this, make this a family event. You know, go out there, take the whole family, of course.
There is one caveat. You have to be over 16 to attend for safety reasons. But what's really exciting about it is that anybody of age can come and attend it, and it's a really great experience for those who are looking for something exciting to do this weekend.
Wow, so you saw like one of the Rangers right there, right? So you have things like that.
We've got
everything,
ranging anything from the smallest thing as a motorcycle all the way up to heavy pieces of equipment. We do a lot of business with Pima Community. And so some of that equipment you may see on the road that's out there repairing the roads or high lines or whatever, we have all types of equipment.
Love that.
So auction in a box. We talked about it at the top. What is that?
So auction in a box. What a lot of folks in Tucson and in Phoenix don't know is that we have the opportunity to bring the auction to them. So we've had clients who are liquidating assets, liquidating buildings, surplus items. We bring the auction to them. We put it online. We handle everything. We do a preview period where customers can come and look, and then we handle from A to Z. So from inventorying the items all the way to selling the items and collecting the money. And it makes it real easy for a business that may be either relocating or maybe has just excess assets. And I call it auction in a box. I've coined it because really we show up with our tools in a box and
trademark that. Pretty quick.
I know, right?
I know. Get on that right now. You can see it on Storage Wars soon, and then it'll be, dang it, I was the one. Yeah. Well, okay, so let's talk about some of the items that people can typically see, because you're talking about trucks, but I would imagine you see some unique things too.
This is great. That's a great question. This weekend we have mystery boxes. And so we've partnered up with a local business here who has these boxes that are really mystery boxes. We've loaded them, we've sat them up, and once the auction starts, you have basically 30 seconds to look inside it and decide if you want to bid on it. So if you want a really exciting experience and maybe find that once in a lifetime prize, I guess, if you will, that's a great opportunity this weekend. So I think we have maybe 10 to 15 of those items this weekend, and we'll pop them open at 8 o'clock, and you have to bid based on what you see. Just like kind of like Storage Wars, with the caveat of that we have a chain up, you can look in it, you can peek, but really it's kind of, you don't know.
Right.
And it's funny. It's amazing how exciting people get about these things.
Oh, I'm excited, and I'm sitting on a couch. So is that like a physical box?
It is a physical box.
How big are these?
They range anywhere from the size of the table all the way up to these large crates. I mean, they are gigantic crates. And it's really interesting because you can't really see a lot because sometimes there's boxes blocking. So you could buy a box worth of trash for $50, or you could buy a box worth of trash for $50 and find out that hidden behind that other box was, some antique or some heirloom that's worth a lot of money.
Just one of those things, like Heather said, you never know. So before we go, I want to ask, what's the most unique item or strangest item that you've ever seen be sold here?
Well, I'll keep it family oriented. Because as my staff know, or any of them are watching, we had some pretty unique items in this past sale. But probably one of the most unique things is that we come across some coins, currency from different places around the world. And it's really neat because you never really know what you're going to find. And what I always say is that one man's junk is another man's treasure.
Of course.
So true.
Yeah. Michael, thank you so much for being here.
Before we go, he has a special shout out.
I have to do something. This is for all the folks back at Ciera Auction, Tucson and Phoenix. My shout out to all the customer service staff, all the guys and girls in the lot making the sale happen this weekend. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you how awesome they do and what excellent customer service they provide. So come out and see us this weekend.
All right.
I love that.
Takes an
Love that it's a
amazing
family team, right?
Exactly right. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You can visit Southern Arizona's largest public auction on the first and third Saturday of every month, with one this Saturday starting at 8 a.m. If you want more info, give them a call at 520-882-011. Let's see, where is it? 0111, or visit cieraauction.com.
And still ahead on the Morning Blend on this Thursday, getting that celebrity smile you have always wanted is a lot easier than you might think. An expert will share simple tips to make sure that your teeth shine. With cutting-edge technology and a natural weight loss system, feeling your best is simpler than ever, thanks to our next guest. Welcome back to the show, Dr. Sophie Jacob and her patient, Corby Kyrick. So great to have both of you here today. This is something that affects all of us, and we're talking about getting healthy, and then when we get right down to it, it's what we eat. So, Dr. Jacob, let me start with you. Tell us about your Ultra Slim technology that you have developed.
Absolutely. Well, first, let me say this for a first-time viewer. I'm a chiropractic physician for well over 2 decades, and I have been involved with weight loss most of my career. And the Ultra Slim I use in my office, it is the only technology that is FDA cleared and approved for immediate fat removal. You know, what's great news about that is that it is safe, it does not destroy your body, and it does produce immediate results, and no exercise is required to be successful with it. Because a lot of patients come to me and they just simply can't exercise. So I have to come up with a technology that will help them immediately, and we see results immediately. We guarantee you lose 2 inches on your first session. You know, it's amazing. And the livers are good. I call this my fat melting machine myself. I tried it the first time and I lost 4 inches.
Wow.
And we had a case last week that lost 5, and we've seen a lady once that lost 10. It's amazing. It delivers the results. And, you know, this is all done while the patient lays down and relax. It's actually very soothing for the patient. It feels great. And another added benefit to this is the patients will have a detoxing at a cellular level for another 72 hours after you do one. So it is beneficial as a health standpoint. And so I don't know how many times you've failed at diet and exercise, but this is the only technology you'll see and you'll feel you have success today. So it delivers the results, and while the Ultra Slim now safely removes fat and improves your body appearance, because it will help with tightening enhancing your collagen and elastin, so it tightens up your skin at the same time. While that does that safely, my program is designed to correct and restore your underlying problem with your metabolism. Diet have a 90% failure rate in this country, so unless we address the 5 metabolic factors, your weight loss will always be temporary, and those are we're working with pH, toxin elimination, hormone balancing, nutritional deficiency, insulin resistance, and food dependency and emotional eating. So because we are addressing all these components, what we see is healthy, sustainable weight loss. And so many more outcomes people we've seen. They have decrease in pain, inflammation. They have improved digestion. They sleep better. They think better. You have better memory, decrease that mental fog, and people look better and younger. So it is all about helping you regain your health and beauty from within. And now we also have another screening test we will offer. It's called the Smart Pulse, that will reveal the health of your heart and arteries, and also how much stress your nervous system is under, because stress will affect your hormones, which will impair your weight loss. So this is all about helping you regain your health again, and this is a great screening tool to keep you healthy.
It's all connected.
Yeah, everything.
You can attest to that, right, Corby?
I can. So I actually found out about Dr. Sophie on this program. I was here in the fall for another organization that I was representing, and I saw the segment that she was doing here. And I was so intrigued by it, by the testimonial of the woman who was with her, that I called immediately and I booked my first appointment. And I'd been struggling with, the same 30 pounds for, 5 years, 10 years. And I'd basically given up. I thought, I'm this age and I'm going to be this weight and we're done. So I didn't give up. I called Dr. Sophie's office, and I'm glad I did, because I started the program and I've lost 20 pounds.
Wow,
I'm 10 pounds, I have 10 pounds to go to reach my high school weight, which I thought I would never get to. And, I went in, expecting a weight loss program that I was hoping that would work. And what I've actually gotten in addition to that is Dr. Sophie has so many protocols that she uses for basic health. And I was so impressed with all the things that she offers in her office. I feel better than I have in years, and I've done naturopathic work myself for a long time. She's a marvelous chiropractor. My neck has not felt so good in years. And there are just so many things that she offers in her office. I just feel healthier, more vibrant, more kind of with it, mentally. So I'm just so very glad that I met this doctor.
And younger in a sense, right? That's
yes,
that's what
absolutely.
It all comes down to.
I just had a birthday,
really
and I feel better, and I think I look better than I did 10 years ago.
That is so awesome. Well, congratulations to you, because you're beaming, and just by looking at you, we can tell that it's definitely making a difference. So, Dr. Sophie, thanks. So let's just get into really quickly, because we only have a few more seconds, about the secrets to the anti-aging part of this.
Well, we'll say is adjustments, because that your nervous system controls everything. Your nervous system controls every organ, cell, tissue of your body. So it is imperative. The better mobility, posture you have, the better health and vitality you'll get. And as anti-aging gets your body out of stress, because your body will not heal or repair under stress, and that will make you age quicker. Then we want to address toxins. We want to address decreasing inflammation, because it's linked to 95% of degenerative disease. So it's all about those key will restore function and improve your longevity. That's what I'm all about. So you can have a great life like Corby and beam like her and be radiant, and this is what this is all about. And so we're here to heal.
Yes.
Body is we're not here to fail. We're here to heal from inside out. So we're doing it from the inside out.
So we hand ourselves over to you, and you take care of everything, and we just get better.
I'll try and committed to that.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. And we do have a special offer for all of our viewers today. For the first 20 callers who dial the number there, 891-2882, you will get a weight loss assessment and a Smart Pulse test for only $69. The normal retail value of that is $197, and you'll also get a signed copy of Dr. Jacob's book. Again, the number is 520-891-2882. You're watching The Morning Blend.
You use it dozens of times a day for showers, to make coffee, or even your oatmeal. But how can you be sure your tap water is safe? It's a fair question, so we've invited independent water consultant Dirk Chamberlin to tell us the answer and what we can do about it. Dirk, good morning to you.
Good morning, Alec. Great to see you.
So we were talking a little before the show, and you were telling me about some of the things that they're finding in our water, and a lot of them are pretty alarming. Can you run us through that?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of them are pretty alarming, and there's a lot of things in our water that we don't know about, or that that's deliberately kept from us. Let's talk about some of them first. One of the worst is lead. Lead is in all of our water in Arizona, and it's the most toxic thing to every organ in your body. The Center for Disease Control linked lead to developmental problems like autism, deafness, learning disability. So what do you do? I would find out if you live in a home that was built before 1986. If you were, chances are the line from the street that brings water into your house is made of lead. So just be on the lookout for that. The second worst thing probably is arsenic. Now, the state of Massachusetts actually linked arsenic to skin, lung, and bladder cancer. Arsenic, but get this, arsenic, and we have it in all the water in Arizona, arsenic actually works on our veins and arteries, and it causes them to rot, and you die.
Yikes.
Yeah. But all those aside, maybe the worst is the chlorine they intentionally put in it to disinfect it, because the U.S. Council of Environmental Quality has linked chlorine to heart disease, hardening the arteries, Alzheimer's, breast cancer in women, and several other kind of cancer. And believe me, it's in our water right now.
Well, if people weren't listening before, after all of that, they certainly are, and they have to be asking themselves, what can we do?
Okay, yeah, what do you do? First of all, one of the most important things is don't drink or cook in hot water. Hot water out of the tap has a much higher concentration of lead. But you know what? There's really nothing that we can do. If the water main coming into your house is made out of lead, you're not going to you're probably not going to dig it up. So what can we do to get rid of the lead and arsenic? The most important thing you can do is get a water system that's been independently certified by somebody who doesn't have an axe to grind and is trying to sell you a water system, like the Water Quality Association. These people right down here. If it's certified by them, you know it takes out the stuff that they say it is. And you know, here's the thing, Alex. We can't depend on the water utilities to do it anymore. God love them, they do the best job they can, but they just were never set up to do it. So it's important we take the responsibility to make sure our water's safe.
And there's a lot of claims out there, there's a lot of systems, but this is the one you recommend.
I do. You know, I've looked at every other system on the market. The one that I brought along from H2O Concepts is the best system I've found.
And what makes it different from the other ones?
Okay, this is the most advanced system on the market. There is not another system like it on the market, although they say that they're like it. But that one system gives you great tasting water at every faucet, so you will never ever have to buy another case of bottled water. It takes the chlorine and contaminants out of every shower in your home, so you're not showering in chlorine and other contaminants. It virtually eliminates hard water problems because its patented electronics actually breaks up hardness before it happens, so you're not going to be scrubbing hard water problems. And it's maintenance free, Alex. Once that's installed in your home, you don't have to touch it. There's no salt to add. There's no filters to change. Nothing for you to do except enjoy great tasting water. And it comes with a 10-year warranty.
Perfect. And speaking of that taste,
yes,
you've brought some along for me.
I have. This is actually Tucson tap water after it's been through one of the systems. What do you think?
Very good. So we're going to take a look at it. No weird floaties that you might usually find in tap water, and giving it a taste. Smooth mouth finish, and it really is fresh tasting. It doesn't taste like there's anything in it.
It's better than the water you buy at the store, and you never run out.
And H2O Concepts is making it super easy for people to get this in their homes.
Exactly, yeah. If you call right now, and you're one of the first 20 callers during the show, it has to be during the show, and say you saw it on the Morning Blend, they'll give you a $400 discount, a $250 manufacturer's kick the salt rebate, free standard installation, and their financing packages available to fit any budget OAC. So Alex, there's no reason not to get it. You can afford the finest system on the market.
A 21st century system for 21st century problems that we have in our water. It really is a no-brainer. Dirk Chamberlin, thank you.
Thank you,
nice
Alex.
to see you. If you want the most advanced home water system available, great tasting water from every faucet, no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, and no more hard water problems, call H2O Concepts at 1-877-442-5222 or visit h2oconcepts.com. The Morning Blend will be right back. Achieving a healthy smile starts with something you may not think about, your enamel. Well, celebrity dentist Dr. Daniel Nason is here with the scoop. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you on. So what's the first thing we should start thinking about when we want to get a healthy smile?
Well, it's a great question, and it all really starts with taking care of our enamel. A recent survey conducted with OnePoll in partnership with ProEnamel found that 35% of people don't know the true function of enamel, which is the strong white outer layer of our teeth. Over time, acids in our diet, such as citrus, seltzers, green juice, vinegar, and wine, can weaken our enamel through a process called demineralization. As enamel wears away, it exposes the yellow dentin underneath, discoloring and dulling a healthy smile. Unfortunately, once enamel is gone, it does not grow back, making it that much more imperative to help repair and protect the enamel that we do have. You know, many people are at risk for acid-weakened enamel due to the daily consumption of these foods and drinks. So my recommendation is the following. Instead of trying to cut the acidic foods from your diet to help minimize enamel damage, I recommend my patients use ProEnamel's latest innovation, ProEnamel Intensive Enamel Repair, twice a day. How does it work? It helps by locking in fluoride and calcium, which are vital minerals that are essential to rehardening the enamel deep into the surface of your teeth to help repair micro damage and promote remineralization. It also protects from future acid erosion by inhibiting the demineralization of enamel, ultimately leaving our teeth stronger and more protected with twice-a-day brushing. It's one of the simplest things that we can do to take care of our enamel and get a healthy smile we're all looking for. And it's really easy to find as well. It's available online and at major retailers nationwide. For more information, head to proenamel.com.
Great. So, doctor, a lot of people might be wondering, is brushing for 2 minutes still the standard?
Correct, it is.
And should we ever skip flossing?
You should always put the floss by your phone charger so you don't forget to floss every night.
Okay, that's really good advice.
If you do eat acidic foods, wait at least 30 minutes before brushing because it can soften the enamel. Next is use a straw to drink your acidic drinks. And lastly, visit your dentist regularly.
Lots of great advice. Dr. Nason, thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.